Jerry in Riverside, California. You're next. Hi, Jerry.
Hi. I've got a question. Glad to get in. And it's about body cams.
Okay.
You'll be my research assistant, and you can discuss this on a future program.
Okay.
Because I'm sure you can't know everything all the time.
Oh, definitely not.
It's about, there's so many different brands, and each brand might have more than one model. And if I want to get the most bang for the buck, then it might be, maybe a few notches down from the most expensive one. Sometimes the most expensive one isn't the best. And anyway,
so you want a camera that you want to? Are you a police officer? What do you want a body cam for?
Well, I wish I had one all my life with all the damn crooks I have to deal with, including sometimes the police.
So ideally, you'd like a camera.
Crooks too.
But the reason I'm asking is you want something that's recording all the time. In other words.
Yeah, or whenever I hit the button, so I can turn it on and off at will. I don't need to have it on when I'm going to the bathroom or nothing's happening.
And it doesn't need to be live streaming. It needs to be just something that records, and you'd like it attached to you somehow.
That's right. And, sometimes you go to the police, you need some help. It says to protect and to serve, and you give them something to do, and they act like they don't want to do it. Go find your stolen bicycle.
They may not be too happy about you recording them, although in public, I don't know about the police station, but in public you have the right to record them in most states. Check your local jurisdiction. Here's what I'm going to recommend. I just got this, actually, and I really like it. It's only $250. It's from the Chinese company Xiaomi, and it's called the Mi Cam, or the Yi Cam, Y-I-C-A-M. You can get it on Amazon. They make it in white or black. You can also, while you're there buying it, buy accessories, including a variety of mounts that would allow you, for instance, and it's fairly small. This is only about the size of a box of matches, small box of matches. You could mount it on your chest. You could mount it on your... They actually have I bought a head strap, and that's not probably to walk around, but that's for purposes of... extreme sports, which of course I'm a major extreme sports aficionado and always jumping out of planes. And so you like to have that strapped right on your forehead for that. This is a category not called body cams, called action cams. GoPro is similar as well. And GoPro's a little more expensive. GoPro's the best known name, but I have to say this camera is pretty impressive. It has something that the GoPros, at least the ones I've seen, don't have, which is a little... LCD screen on the back, so you can actually review the footage and look at the footage. It also has good battery life, and you can buy external batteries for it. So the GoPro, you charge up the GoPro. This thing you can open up and then pop out the battery. And I bought 3 extra batteries for it. Also supports Wi-Fi, which is kind of cool. So it means that you can pair your phone or your tablet to it and actually see the output of the camera, or somebody else can see the output of the camera. Maybe a Confederate sitting in a car nearby can see what's going on. Not waterproof, but you can buy a waterproof case for it if you plan to dive in the water, go underwater. I'm actually very impressed by this, and it's really easy to use. It's got a button on the top, just like any regular camera. It can switch from video to stills. I'm in the video mode right now, so I'm recording. And I like it that after you record, you can play back and you can see what it is that you recorded immediately. And that's something the GoPro can't do. Records the audio as well. It's got a microphone on the top, and the audio quality is fairly good. So I think this is pretty nice. It even has a variety of frame rates, including Ultra HD 4K at 3840 by 2160. I probably wouldn't recommend recording in that. You can record in a 720p if you want, which is probably fine for something like a body cam, but at a higher refresh rate, which might help because the more frames, the more detail you'd get. It also records to a micro SD card, and I've put a 200 gigabyte micro SD card in there, and that's a lot of recording time. Even at the super high quality 4K, I've got 7 hours of recording time. If I step it down to a much lower, although more reasonable resolution, like let's say 60 frame per second, 720p, I'm going to be able to get 9.5 hours of recording time. So that seems like that would be adequate for a body cam. So very, very affordable. I have to say, I think, GoPro, of course, is the king of the hill on this, but lately GoPro stock's been going down because everybody has expected that the competition would get tough for GoPro. And this is a good example. Xiaomi is a Chinese giant. They make phones and other things and TVs and so forth. And this is their 4K, they call it, you call it a sports cam or but it could be used as, in fact, people use it as a dash cam as well. Pretty cool. And at $250, I think very affordable, lots more affordable than the GoPro. You'll have to buy those accessories separately, like the waterproof housing. So that's my current recommendation. But I'm more than welcome to hear what anybody else has to say. When you hear something on the show, I encourage you to do one of three things. You can, of course, call and say, hey, I got a better idea. It's hard sometimes to get in. 8888 Ask Leo. You can go into our chat room, which is always available, irc.twit.tv. I'm watching chat. There's other people in the chat. They can help you, and they can also, I can also see what you're saying and add it to the show. So you may hear me from time to time, more often than not, in fact, referring to the chat room. And then finally, you can go to our website, techilabs.com. Everything we say is written there. James is writing it right now. Josh, later in the day, will go add video, add audio. There's lots of material there, and that's free, and there's no sign up. So techguylabs.com. If you have a better or another solution for a body cam, I think this thing is pretty nice. Compact, great quality. It's very wide angle, as is the GoPro. GoPro, you can determine how wide an angle you want it to be, but you do want wide angle because you want to capture everything that's going on in your periphery. So I think this is a very, very good choice. James is telling me that the GoPro Hero 4 Silver has an LCD screen now, too. So for a long time, GoPros didn't, but I guess they've started putting LCD screens on there. You pay a price for that, of course. Battery life goes down. Lots of great things out there now. This is a very crowded category, these action cams. And they're fun. The reason I have this in my hand is I'm going to take this on my trip with me and maybe shoot some video or stuff like that.